Of every test that you had done, what was the one you were the most afraid of?
HIV. Yeah, because I was so skinny, and yeah, I'm still so skinny, and I don't, and that was the biggest one for me.
Were you afraid to get the test? In other words...
That was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life, and he knows that. You weren't there, so no.
Well, but I heard you just say earlier that in many ways what you're doing right now, everything you've gone through is the scariest thing you've ever done.
Let's put it this way. After not getting annual checkups and testings and being safe and actually being safe so that I could be safe for others too, more importantly, that's what scared me. I felt like I was putting people at risk with my body too. That was scary. And what else scared me is that I didn't have the courage to go face the music. Dr. Jorge, I didn't, and you know,
no, I know.
like, you know I didn't, and honestly, I didn't even have it when I was in the office.
No, you didn't, but the most important thing that I see it, you know that you're in danger, seriously, besides being Aaron Carter, besides putting forth the stories of Aaron Carter, there is something in you that you know is off, which is why you've come here, which is why you came to him, to me, you know it.
I do.
You know, so, and
do.
I want you to continue holding on to that. Forget the entertainment business. Forget that. There is something in the person, Aaron Carter, that is scared and says, geez, something is going on. Right. And in the meantime, you're still navigating your life, right?
Attempting.
Well, attempting, that's fine. We're all attempting to navigate our lives every day. But I want you to remember, because something that you said out there scared me the most. And that is the fact that you think that you think that you have it under control. You said, I can control these medications.
Yeah.
That to me is the scariest thing.
Why is that? Why, if you don't mind me asking?
Because all your life, I think, all right, that you have controlled things. You have been able to deal with everything that has come up. You're a smart guy. You're a charming guy. It's difficult not to like you. And you know that I like you. You know that. You're a great guy.
Yeah, and you know, I respect what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But it's not really about control, because
I'm not saying that you're a control freak, even though you probably are. You have to be.
I mean,
I'm just saying that we walk the edge so often, and we've never fallen off, so we think we're never going to fall off, right? And I think you're at that point of fear where you think you're close to the edge. Otherwise, I don't think...
I wouldn't have done this.
Exactly. So keep that in mind. That's what I say.
And I think what you're alluding to, which I felt as well, you know, right now you're here. You're within our grasp, right?
Yeah.
And so for once, hopefully, I feel like you have allowed other individuals, doctors, to step in and say, okay, Aaron, here's where we see you potentially needing some help.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of fear that Jorge's going to give you the results, and then this is all going to come to pass, and then... okay, this was all great. It was on TV.
And then I'm back to square one.
Which is what we don't want. So we're going to just throw that out there right now, because that's important.
And then you guys just tell me, and I'm all ears.
Okay, good. I want you to remember something. You don't like to fly.
Yeah.
But when you're on an airplane, what do they tell you? That if there's an emergency,
to put your air mask on.
First, before you put on anybody else's. You have to take care of you before you're going to be good for anybody, Aaron, including your career. So let's start with the test.
Okay.
All right?
Let's do that.
The main thing that concerned me was the fact that you're so thin. All right? Luckily, your liver is normal. Your kidney's normal. Your thyroid is normal. All right? There is no evidence of stomach cancer when we did the biopsy. Sure, you have a hiatal hernia. That can cause heartburn. All right? But there's no evidence of esophageal cancer. Nothing. But let me tell you what did concern me. The fact that we did find Candida, which is a yeast in your esophagus, Travis knows that, that's a sign of having a weakened immune system. When I first saw it, I thought,
you're scaring me.
I thought this is going to be HIV. This is AIDS, because I've done that for 30 years, and that's one of the signs.